And we have the little sneaky guy himself. We have TEEMO. We are playing Altar to Unity, so we're getting a little bit of token spam. Of course, we have Bandle City, getting our additional hidden cards, and Fortified Position. This, again, might just be one of the best fields in general because of the fact that it gives you extra stats, and this early on in the game, that's just a very, very powerful generic field to use when you have nothing else that you need, really. For our unit lineup, I mean, very late on units as you would expect it to be. We do have the Watchful Sentry, get your generic draws, all the hidden cards, the sneaky deckhand, all makes sense to me. The one card I'm questioning a little bit is Maddening Marauder. Obviously, this is not Yasuo, where you'd be comboing it with your 5-drop Yasuo to move it a bunch of times and then score an additional point. So I wonder if in this deck this is used more to like push your opponent's units out of battlefield so you can go score points more easily, or if it's just like a 5-drop without a power cost. That could definitely be the case too. Balancing your deck between having enough power costs and not using too many power costs is definitely going to be a skill going forward in deck building. We go down to our spell lineup. Of course, we expect TEEMO to be a very spell heavy deck. Surprised though to see 3 unchecked power. That's pretty heavy, but I'm assuming in this deck you just want to board wipe, take control of that battlefield, use your hiddens, and once TEEMO does get a battlefield under control, it's oftentimes very, very hard to take control of that battlefield back. So it does actually kind of make sense now that I think about it again, where you just want to board wipe and then take control and then never lose control again. The Rebukes, of course, one of the most insane cards in purple for sure. The One of Possession, I love it. I love the tech. Purple doesn't really have like its own boss monster. Even blue doesn't really have that either. So taking your opponent's top end and using it as your own is insane. And just the amount of like pluses this deck has in terms of raw card advantage with Guerrilla Warfare, of course, the 3x Consult the Past. This is one thing that I'm also very interested too. We're not seeing any of the Echo Spell, Card Destruction, Time Lapse, I think it's called. We're not seeing any of that in the deck, and I've seen a lot of TEEMO players stray away from that because you draw so many cards inherently that you don't want to be discarding your own hand to draw 4 new cards. So that actually makes a lot of sense. That may be like a side deck card for certain matchups that draw a big hand that you want to get rid of. I thought the combo of like setting Consult the Past and then using Time Lapse or Card Destruction and then redrawing 2 cards after that seems very powerful in theory, but I think you're playing a relatively passive deck to where you're going to generate hand advantage naturally and maybe you just don't need to really rely on that card. And then for our seals, we have a 1 of purple and 2 blues, and for our rune split, once again, we should have a clean 6 and 6. Seems to be very popular.